Hello, beautiful star souls, and welcome to this reading. This is going to be a collective, timeless psychic tarot reading. Okay, welcome. All right, so when I went into meditation, the first thing that I saw, trying to put this incense down here, we go. The first thing that I saw was your arm, your hand, and someone reaching out, holding on to it, and you trying to pull away, right? Metaphorically, like an energy trying to hold on to you and you trying to pull away from it. And then the next thing that I saw was the flux capacitor from, if you don't know, it's what makes the time machine work in Back to the Future, in the Back to the Future movies. Which led me to believe that you are trying to shift timelines. And then I heard, I want to break free. So yes, trying to shift out of, break free from something, something's got a hold of you, break free. And also when I saw that flux capacitor, shifting timelines, trying to break free from that energy, better your life. Also, that I needed to use this deck right here, which is the Back to the Future deck, which I've had for a couple of weeks now, and I haven't been called to use it yet. And it's funny because when I first got it, I wanted to use it immediately, but I have to do what I'm called to use, and I haven't. And so this was like, yes, definitely need to use this deck. So I wanted a little bit more information on what this energy is, or what is going on that's holding it. This is what came out. Okay, so we'll just get right into it. These three cards came out, and then I wanted to stop and I wanted to record. Okay, so these three came out. Can you see? Okay, so the Magician, the Four of Clocks, and the Eight of Rods. So in this deck, this is the Four of Clocks is the Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Rods is, the Eight of Rods is the Eight of Swords. So there's an energy trying to hold on to you, an old pattern or old belief system. And this could be a pattern, a belief system, an addiction, relationship, any of those, keeping you in a Eight of Swords, which is imprisoning your mind. And I'm having trouble talking, which is another thing. I'm stumbling on my words, which I don't normally do. And also, I tried to film this reading. I can't tell you how many distractions I've had. I've had so many distractions, to the point where I almost didn't film it. And then I was like, no, we're getting this message out. Distractions or not. So there may be distractions. It is storming outside, which is nice. You might hear the thunder, but any other distractions, I don't care, because I wanted to get this message out. I feel like it's powerful and it's important. And, when I heard that song, I want to break free. I want to break free, from Queen. And then immediately the next song that came in was the song from the movie. And it was like, and that's the power of love. Don't. Right? So this is letting me know that you are wanting to break free, and you can through the power of love and with the help of spirit, right? So we're going to try to work through this energy, get some more information, get some tarot and oracle, and see what comes through. So, this could be, like I said, it could be a belief system, a thought pattern, a behavior. It could be an addiction to a substance, an addiction to something, whether it is a behavior, mindset, person, substance, and I also want to say, just please take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't force fit anything. That'll only make it more complicated. Take what resonates for you and leave the rest for those it's meant for, okay? But if you're here, there's definitely something for you. And also, just a disclaimer, this isn't medical, legal, or psychological advice, okay? All right, so, but yeah, right. And so also, the other thing I wanted to say was that there is definitely a spectrum of this. This could be just a small pattern, you know, or habit that you would like to quit or stop. It has a very big spectrum from just something small to something very deep. But either way, it's bothering you, right? Because when I really went into the energy of this, it affected me. I was crying. I broke down crying. So for some of you, this is, you know, really, you know, imprisoning your mind and affecting your entire life. And you're ready to jump in that time machine and make something different, you know, change these old patterns and old beliefs, old things that happened, you know, or decisions. I'm getting that too, that you made a long time ago that you regret, and things like that. Okay, so let's see what else comes out. Make sure you can still see these. All right. Okay, so we're gonna get some more from the tarot. Spirit, ancestors, angels, guides, beings of the highest white light, please come in and tell us what we need to know. Okay, and we have 3 that came out, right? We have the 7 of guitars, the Emperor, and the 7 of clocks. Okay, so the guitars are wands. So this is 7 of wands, right? The Emperor, and the clocks are pentacles. So this is 7 of pentacles. So 7, 7. Okay. All right. We also have 4, 4. All right. Those numbers could be significant. And also 8, 8, 8. 88.8 miles an hour, right? 888. And we also have the 8 here. All right, so the 7 of guitars. All right, so this is this state, this feeling of being stuck, reminiscing about, like I said, old patterns, old things, right? This is in the timeline in the movie where they go into the future, and this is Marty in the future, and he's like all sad because his life is like whatever, right? And he is like trying to defend that. I feel like this is you saying, you know, he's saying, I know that I can make this different. I know that I can. What I'm trying to say is that it's okay to feel this way sometimes, right? When you get into that state, right, that it can be overwhelming, which makes you feel sentimental about these old decisions. But that's really just a pattern that we need to break through, that we're going to work through also in this reading. All right, also coming through is the Emperor. All right, the Emperor in this deck is represented by Marty's dad, right? George. And this is after things have changed, right? So this is after he goes back to the past and comes back, and his dad's like doing great. He's like glowing, everything, right? Because his dad made better decisions in the past. That's another thing about this, that like, this is very non-linear. You can heal the past, right, to make your present and future self better. You can go back within your energy by going through that. You have to go through that energy. You have to acknowledge it, right? And you wouldn't be here if you weren't acknowledging it. So you're acknowledging there is something, some kind of, like I said, belief system, pattern, habit, addiction, relationship that needs to be let go of. And this showing up in your energy is definitely saying that you know that you can make changes to be this emperor, to stand in your power, right? This is having sovereignty over your power and your decisions to let go of this, whatever this is for you. You know, it's going to be different for each of you, right? It's a big, big world out there. All right. And then over here, we have the 7 of clocks, right? Which is 7 of pentacles. And what I'm really getting right now is from this right now is working up the courage, right? You're trying to work up the courage, right? This is before in the movie when Marty comes into the bar to get a drink because he has to go have the, what do you call it? The the standoff or the showdown or whatever at high noon. Anyways, so to me, this is like you're trying to build up the courage right now. Okay. Very good. Very interesting. I love this deck and the information I'm getting from it. I love this. Is one of my favorite movies of all time, the whole trilogy. So really get a lot of information from movies and music and things like that. So I'm loving this, loving the energy of this interpretation. Okay. And what just came out, guys, what is the Ace of Guitars, which is the Ace of Wands. New inspiration, right? New inspiration. So it's like working up the courage because you either have this spark of inspiration or it's coming. This is Ace of Wands. This is, and look at the energy of this card. This is huge. This is, he plays this to this giant speaker and it's just so much energy, it just explodes, right? So this is a powerful Ace of Wands. You know, that would just normally be like a spark of inspiration. This is big inspiration. Big inspiration. Building up the courage, getting big inspiration moving forward. Beautiful. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit lighter working through this heavy energy. Okay, yes. And what just came out, yep, is the 6 of Guitars, which is the 6 of Wands, which is victory, right? So this is right, again, after he comes back and they're like successful, right? Because their parents made, you know, better decisions were made. So success was had, right? So you know that you can build up your courage to, and have the inspiration to have the victory to make your life better, right? Their life is better. Before, in the past, if you haven't seen the movie, please go watch it because they're amazing movies. But in the past timeline, right, before he goes back and things change, their lives are like not good. They're, you know, they're not good. And when he comes back, things have improved. It's like victory. You know, they're successful, they're happy, they're healthy, they're wealthy. You know, they are emotionally balanced. You know, they have a healthy family. Before, their family was very, you know, codependent. The mom was alcoholic, had addictions. Again, going back to that. So, okay, so victory. Good. This is beautiful. Love how this is coming out. Okay, anything else, Spirit, from the tarot that you need to know for the highest good? Okay, we have 2. All right. And we have the Knight of Guitars and the Knight of Rods. We're going to put them here. Can you see? Okay. All right, so the Knight of Guitars is Knight of Wands, right? So this is like I'm getting, first of all, like your ancestors definitely with you, first of all. And also Knight of Wands, this is enthusiastic. This is moving forward with enthusiasm. You know, getting this spark of inspiration, wands, right? That once you get your rhythm going, once you get into the pattern, you know, that's how all addictions and patterns are. It's very hard to get out of. And I say that out of, you know, from my own personal life, you know, whether it be anything, behaviors, thought patterns, addictions of any kind, you know, and you don't have to beat yourself up for it. That's just another old thought pattern, right? You know, shame or guilt or worry or fear or doubt or any of those things. Don't be hard on yourself at all. Just, you know that it's been a learning experience, and grow and move forward, because that will only take you back to this being stuck, right? So moving forward with enthusiasm. I love that we have wands here with this action of really moving forward out of this energy. Okay. And also I'm getting music is very important as well. I'm getting messages from music. So definitely listen to those songs. I Want to Break Free by Queen and The Power of Love by Huey Lewis in the News. Okay. And then we have the King of Rods, which is the King of Swords, right? Truth, right? Coming into your truth, to who you truly are. I just heard who you truly are. And just, you know, addictions or thought forms or patterns or behavior, they don't define us, right? We have the power to change that, right? We have the power to be sovereign over our energy and to keep working through it with this kind of energy moving forward, knowing that it's going to build momentum because you're coming into your truth, following the truth. Because that's another thing that I was getting to in meditation, was that this has been going on for a long time, right? Look at this old-fashioned TV, old thought patterns, old behaviors, could be, lifetime, a decade, for as long as it is for you, but however long it's been, it's long enough. Now you're ready, right? You're ready with the truth, armed with the truth, the King of Rods, right? Okay, thank you, Spirit. This is beautiful. Okay, I did want to grab a couple of these. These are just index cards that I wrote movie quotes on that I was called to use for this reading. So I've already shuffled all the cards, of course, but we'll just give it one more shuffle and cut. And we'll see what we get. Tawanda! Fried green tomatoes. Yes. Oh, I love your determination. Determined to take this action moving forward. Look at you. That's so awesome. Tawanda. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to put that right here. Tawanda goes on top right here. Right over here on top of that. Ace of Wands and that victory. And that Ace of Wands and Six of Wands victory. Tawanda going at it. Okay. What else? What else, Spirit? Okay. Ha. You have no power here. From the Wizard of Oz, right? This programming has no power. Tell it that too. Tell this energy, whatever it shows up in your life, You have no power here. Get out of my energy. If you're feeling these things that making you feel trapped, you're not trapped, right? It's an illusion. It's an illusion. You have the power. You have the power. Nobody else has the power. No one. So this energy, you tell it, you have no power here. Right? Okay. I love your enthusiasm and determination. Yes. Another one from Fried Green Tomatoes. These are from all kinds of movies too, guys, but it's never say never. Fried Green Tomatoes. That's right. Never say never. Right? No matter what has happened, how old you are, how long you've been in this energy, doesn't matter. You have the power. Tawanda. Great power. That's right. Never say never. Okay. What else, Spirit? Okay. Use the Force. Star Wars. Right? Use the Force. Spirit. Right? Source. The Force. The source of the Force. The force of the source. Right? The Force. Tawanda. Yeah, use the Force, right? The Force is like source. It's energy. It's using that for your highest good. Using energy. All right. Well, I got. This is our time. Our time down here. The Goonies. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm getting from that, like, this is our time, like, on Earth. Like, this is our time down here. This is our time. This is your time. This is your time. Yes, that's it. This is your time. Wow. And also, this flipped around 2 weeks. The money pit. That could be relevant to this energy flowing into this Ace of Swords energy. I'm sorry, this Ace of Wands energy. Just take it if it resonates. 2 weeks. But then it was always like, in the movie, right, is, okay, this came out too. Okay, I got distracted. In the movie, when they say 2 weeks, it was like, they always said, oh, it's 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Okay, so, oh, okay, thank you, Spirit. I got it. Okay. So, in other words, like, this might be something like, in the past where you said, especially this coming right over here, right, in this energy where it's like, this energy was strong in the past taking over. This is definitely past energy. For most of you, could be current for some of you, and then these other things would be future timelines. You're in different timelines, of course, but in this energy, whether that be past or present, whichever, 2 weeks being like you were like I'll do it tomorrow, like procrastination, in other words. But definitely moving out of this energy into your power. Another thing that I really wanted to say at the beginning of this reading was that this also could be someone around you as well. It could just be, you know, someone that you care about too, going through this. So if it's not you, it could be someone around you or in your energy. And the final card that was on the deck and I just happened to look at is, bye, Felicia. Friday. So you're telling this energy, behavior, addiction, thought pattern, mindset, whatever it is, bye. I love it. And cheers to you, friend, for being aware and being so determined and bold in this energy. I feel your energy. I feel so much more empowered now. I feel so much more excited and vibrant now. So you really should be proud of yourself. And I don't think you've given yourself enough credit for how far you've come. So really be proud of yourself. You are doing great. You're doing great. Most people give up, or a lot of people do. Okay, and I'm getting some, and one came out. I was shuffling and talking from the Akashic Records, and we have reflection. Yep. And it says, you're being called, or you're being asked to reflect on your recent choices. What lessons have they taught you? Reflection is the mirror to your soul's growth. Use it to deepen your understanding and intuition. Yep. It's a mirror, right? Yes. Okay, and then we have open up. All right. And it says, you're being asked to open your heart to another, to let down your walls and trust that they want what's best for you. Your life will open up in wonderful ways once you decide to open up. Yes. Yeah. And I'm also getting, be open to help. You know, it's okay to ask for help from people, family, friends, but also I'm getting spirit. Open up to spirit. Be open. Be open to messages coming in. It's not always logical, right? I mean, I saw a flux capacitor in my head. Oh, look, soar. Yes. It says, you're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self soar. Fly high, dear one. Coming into your truth using the force. You're gonna soar. You're soaring. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Okay, oh, and then we have strategy and planning. Okay. Excuse me. Your actions have taken you to a new phase in your spiritual evolution. They sure have. Now is the time to plan and strategize for the highest possible outcome. Yep. Planning and strategizing, taking action, going into your power, using this force and the source. Okay, and this one says step back, and it says you're being asked to step back from your life in order to gain perspective, right? Reflecting. When you're too close to a situation, right, like back here in this situation, it can be hard to make a decision. Span out and view your life from a distance so you can get the perspective needed. Yeah. Taking a higher perspective, right? Decisions and choices you make now affect your tomorrow, just like your decisions from yesterday affect your today. So understanding that, reflecting on that, yeah, taking a higher perspective. Okay, we're going to get one more from the Akashic Records. Okay, and we have take charge. Yes. And it says, you're taking a back seat in a relationship or situation, and it may end up costing you time, money, or an opportunity. You need to step up and regain control once again. Yes. That's exactly what you're doing. Taking charge, taking back control. All right, guys, I'm going to get one from the Time Traveler's Oracle. I feel like that is fitting for this reading. So we're going to get one from that. And what do we need to know, Spirit, from the Time Traveler's Oracle? Final message, please, for this collective. Beautiful. And we have stillness. A Zen monastery, Japan. Right? Okay. And I want to read out of the book for this one. So stillness, meditating, going within, communing with spirit, opening up. Yes. And this is a number 37. Okay, there's another 7. And okay, stillness. Messages from a Zen monastery, Japan. We arrive at a 1,000-year-old Zen monastery in the mountainous region of southeastern Japan and are ushered into large wooden hall by a shaven monk. It's so quiet in this hall that we can hear the sound of our hearts beating. Even our soft inhalation and exhalation sounds loud. Sitting cross-legged on small pillows, the Zen monks sit in supreme stillness. A monk ushers us to a pillow and tells us to cross our legs and have our eyes half open. Like the Buddha, he says, be present in this moment and let everything else drop away. Enter into the silence. After sitting for several hours, we stretch out and stand, feeling refreshed and renewed. Colors seem brighter. Sounds are more nuanced. When we step through a thin, rice paper covered sliding door into the garden, monks are carefully raking the gravel and tending the plants. It's so serene, it feels like time is standing still. The time traveler's message. When you pull this card, the universe is telling you that it is time to be still and step into the serene place within yourself. Be mindful of this moment. Move past the chatter and bustle of everyday life and surrender to silence. Let go of replaying the past and thinking about the future. Be here now. If you are facing challenges, you are being called to simplify your life. Take time to center yourself. Be mindful in the moment. Your wisdom and power are born in the quietude. One of the most powerful ways to connect with the Creator is in the sweet solitude and simplicity. There is a sacred space within you that knows the truth. In stillness, allow this place to emerge. Do not give in to the temptation of allowing feelings to overwhelm urgency or emergency. Listen to the voice of your inner guidance. Be still, and all will be well. Beautiful. What a beautiful way to end this message. I love you. My best wishes, blessings, and love to you, my beautiful star souls. I love you, and you are doing great. I'm so proud of you. Give yourself credit, celebrate yourself, love yourself. And as you heard too, the dog was barking, and I just kept going through it. So that's a big message in this too. Through all of these distractions, keep going and persevere. You'll get through it. You can do it. You are going through it. You're taking charge. Your energy is beautiful. And so you can have inner stillness even in the chaos. You go inside for that inner peace, to look for that and find it moving forward. And best wishes and luck to you, my friend. I love you. Thank you, spirit guides, angels, ancestors, beings of the highest white light. Thank you for being here and giving this message to our beautiful collective. All right, guys, thank you. This was a beautiful message. I'm so happy with everything that came out. The energy feels so good and clear. Still, reflection, right? Okay, I love you. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment, and let me know how you are, this is resonating with you, and or just how you're doing, or something about yourself. I love reading your comments and getting to know you. Okay, love you. Till next time. Peace.